And now comes the instruction of charity. How we should be charitable? How should we give? Dānam. Śraddhayā deyam. Give charity with faith. Shraddha should be there. So when you are giving something, you should firmly believe that whatever I am giving, it is not only good for me, it is good for the receiver also. Everybody is benefited. Only with this Shraddha you must give. The receiver is benefited because that person is getting something. The giver is benefited because it gives us an opportunity to share whatever we have, to express our gratitude to whatever we have received. So, with this faith in giving, you must give. And also, yes, Śraddhayā deyam means you must have this firm faith that the person who is receiving it, he is going to utilize it in a constructive way, positive way, in a good way. He is not going to misuse it. So we have all the right to inquire how this person is going to use whatever I am giving. So Śraddhayā deyam. Aśraddhayā adeyam. Suppose you don't have faith that this person is going to rightly use it. If you have a doubt that this person might misuse it, like giving money to a drunkard, then don't give. Very clear instructions. So when you give, there should be a sense of fulfillment that yes, you have done the right thing. Aśraddhayā adeyam. And how should you give? Śriyā. Give in plenty. That is also important. Don't give miserly. Give in plenty. Be large hearted while giving. Don't calculate and give. I have given this much, so I must get this much. Śriyā. Then hriyā. When you are giving, hrī must be there, modesty must be there, humility must be there. With all humility, may you give. Because real giver is not you, real giver is Bhagavan. What you are giving doesn't belong to you at all. What Bhagavan has given you, you are giving it to others. So actually it belongs to Bhagavan alone. May you never forget this. Hriyā. With all humility, may you give. Bhiyā. Bhiyā means bhitya. When you give, may you have little fear also while giving. Why should we have fear? Fear of what? Fear of our own ego. There should be a fear. While giving, am I becoming little arrogant? Am I having a sense of superiority complex? Is my ego growing when I'm giving? All these dangers are there. Somewhere we tend to feel that we are superior and the receiver is inferior. So be careful. So with fear may you give. May not your spiritual sadhana bring you down. You are doing all this for your spiritual upliftment. May not this sadhana devolve you. Bhiyā. Then saṁvidā. May all tender, noble emotions of compassion, sympathy, etc. possess your heart when you are giving. Saṁvidā. Samvit also means right understanding. So, while giving, may you give to the right person at the right time, at the right place. Deshe, kale, patre. When all these things are taken, then that is called as right understanding. Saṁvidā. Right understanding also means when we give, we must also be aware of how much this giving is benefiting us. In what way are we benefited? Of course, materially we are benefited because there is a cosmic law. The person who gives, he gets more. There is a cosmic law. More and more you give, the more and more you get. So at the material level that is there, but as a spiritual student, we are more worried about our spiritual what you call as mental purification. So when we give, the heart should get purified. We must grow in devotion. We must grow in dispassion, in knowledge, etc. So how much we are benefited internally and externally, that with that knowledge also you must give. And of course, it is our responsibility to give because we have taken so much from the society. Saṁvidā deyam. I have taken so much from the society, so therefore I must give. We live a life of sacrifice and service, producing more than what we give, giving more than what we take. So this is there in Chinmaya Mission Pledge also. So this must be our life, life of contribution, life of sacrifice. Such a person alone evolves. Tasmāt sarva-gataṁ brahma nityaṁ yajñe pratiṣhṭhitam, it is. Bhagavan says that, you know, I am conquered by yajña. Yajña means sacrifice. Those people who sacrifice, they live a life of sacrifice and service. Such a person conquers. That all pervading Lord is established in yajña. That's what Bhagavan says. So, literally speaking, a life of sacrifice is a necessary condition for purification, which is a necessary condition for gaining self knowledge. So, the first one is inaction, no action at all. That's the worst, tamasic. The next stage, higher than that, is selfish action. Compared to inaction, selfish action is far better. You selfishly perform something, at least the society's benefit. Compared to selfish action, selfless action is even superior, where you perform action for the welfare of all. Hmm. Selfless action. And compared to selfless action, egoless action is even superior. Egoless, selfless action. What is egoless action? You are giving for the welfare of all, but even while giving, there is no trace of ego. That is even better. Only such a person who does egoless, selfless action becomes fit to enter into the state of actionlessness, naishkarmya. That state of actionlessness is a state of pure consciousness. You see? So this is a gradation. Inaction, selfish action, selfless action, and then egoless action. Such a person who can do this egoless action, such a person at the seat of meditation is very easily able to drop the ego because that's what he has practiced in the outer world. If you practice egolessness in the outer world, you are able to drop the ego in the inner world also. But if you practice ego fullness in the outer world, then you will never be able to drop the ego in the inner world also. What you do in the outer world, same thing only you will do in the inner world. If you are a very persistent personality, insistent personality, egoistic personality in the outer world, at the inner world also, you will be helplessly tied down to this ego. And remember, ego is the source of all disturbances, all psychological problems, all the mental issues, mind related diseases. All these diseases, they spring from the ego. So therefore, in the outer world, if you are not able to drop the ego, how can we drop the ego in the inner world? Dropping the ego means what in the inner world? The ability to detach from our thoughts and attach to consciousness. Remember that. disidentification from the thoughts, from the BMI, and identification with consciousness. This is what we have to do in the inner world at the seat of meditation. You will find that a person who is pampering the ego in the outer world during the outer actions, while interacting with others, a person who is pampering the ego will not be able to detach from the BMI during meditation. Okay. So if you want something higher, you must be ready to drop the lower. Dropping the lower ego is necessary to hold on to higher consciousness. And this is what we practice while interacting with the outer world. First, practice while living in the outer world. As much as possible, try to efface the ego. Remember what Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Ahamapetakam mahat idam tapas. The real tapas is dropping the ego and giving importance to the samashti. So if we can practice this, then all the spiritual sadhana becomes very, very smooth. So while giving, it is not just giving something, some money you give, something. It's not just that. Giving is mainly the sacrifice of ego. That is actual giving up. Hriyā deyam, bhiyā deyam, saṁvidā deyam. That is what is saṁvidā, with right understanding. Why am I giving? How should I give? This inner truth, the secrets of the benefits of giving also must be understood. So that is about charity.